Favorite balloon entertainer, and guess what? You may be looking for that balloon that's perfect for a wedding. It may be a New Year's Eve party. I have it for you. It's fun, it's exciting, it's got a light inside, it's quick and easy, and that's coming up next. Hi, it's Dale Obrochta, your favorite balloon entertainer here. And guess what? I'm going to show you how to do this little festive balloon. I call it a baby rattle, but I've noticed it's the teenagers and adults love to play with it because it's a cool little toy. And I'm going to show you how to do it. It's not tough, it's easy, and it's fast. But before I do that, I want to say that we're going to be using some things that we normally don't use. We're going to be using a castrator, which is something that we normally don't use. Little light bulbs. Let me show you these little digital light bulbs that you could get online. Some of you have used them before. We got a pair of scissors. We may need something to stuff tools in. We have a couple other tools over here that we're going to be using. And it's not a difficult day, but you need to have these tools to make it a little easier. Now, let me tell you how I started out with this. This was something that I had first seen many years ago by Roger Siegel. Whoa, we just went back here in time. I don't believe it. It's the early 90s, late 80s. I was a balloon artist slash clown slash entertainer. I was transforming from a clown to a balloon artist, and I started to lose the face. Well, I didn't lose my face. I lost the coloring in my face. I dropped out of the clown, but I still was carrying my traditional clown outfit. And that's when I met a gentleman named Roger Siegel. Now, Roger Siegel, he's the world famous Roger Siegel rubber art. Go back to the 50s. Roger's has been doing balloons way before I was born. He pulled me aside and he became a mentor. And Roger showed me something that I evolved, and that's what you're going to see later in this video. But it started out with a clear balloon. It was a little gyroscope that spun around. And it spun around because it was really cool. Now, Roger didn't want any child to ever choke, so he never put anything in there that a child could choke on. What he used was either Skittles or Jawbreakers. Now, I don't have a Jawbreaker. I'm going to go back with the good old Skittles here. And Roger was a mouth inflator. So what he would do is he'd get to the table and he'd actually have these balloons or these candies already inserted in the balloons. Roger also wanted to make sure that he wasn't eating all the candy before he got to the kids, so he'd actually put the balloons in there or the candy in there. Because they're hard-coated candy, he never had to worry about the candy going bad. So he would take the candy, put it inside the balloon, mouth inflate. Now, when you mouth inflate, what happens is some of your humidity goes into the balloon. Now, you take the balloon. You hear that? Isn't that cool? Listen again. And what happens over time, you will actually get little lines that start to create. Oh man, I could do this for hours. This was one of my best ones that I would do. But the problem was, I like Skittles. I would eat the Skittles, then I wouldn't have any Skittles left. And then I was constantly looking for candy. So that's where I came up with the idea of taking a balloon and putting it inside the balloon. But it came about because I have to go back in time here, because what originally started was alien heads came out. Qualitex came out with the alien head. I thought that was a cool balloon, neon green. The key lime green, that is. It was awesome. It was the funnest balloon I had. But the problem was they came out with rose. They came out with lilac. They had this turquoise. I scratched my head and I went, geez, it's kind of a bummer that we don't have these aliens in all these other cool colors. So that's when I went out and I contacted Qualitex. I said, hey, you know that cool alien head that you just came up with? Why don't we take one of your variety packs and put it into different colors? And that's what they did. And then lo and behold, guess what? T. Myers was carrying it. And the next thing I know, colored alien heads were all over the place. And my special order went south. So if you're ever doing a special head now, you're going to have to send them a custom image. Otherwise, if you use one of their prints, guess what? One of these companies is just going to take that image and use it for over and over. But I digress. That was decades ago. So where did that toy go? Oh, this toy. The cool part about it is the sound effect. But the problem was I never carried enough candy. The other thing was, because we use our mouth and we inflate, the humidity gets in here. And especially with the Jawbreakers, the little Jawbreakers, it was really cool because it would start to leave lines and it would color, and you would actually see, I'm sorry folks, this is just really addicting. So let's go from the past to the future. Coming up! So that's how I actually learned how to make this, and I've actually taken it farther, as I said. And what I'm going to do is start off with a simple 6-petal flower. So what I'm going to do is just take a fold, bend it over, and again, close-up cam. I'm just going to do a series of 6 of these. And with time lapse, we're going to do this real quick here. 6-petal flower. Now, if you wind up having this little nozzle left over, there's a couple things you could do. You can make a pinch twist and simply pretty it up. I'm going to do a pinch twist here. Show up my close-up cam. Do another little pinch twist. I just create 2 pinch twists with a little bubble. Now, there's 2 things that could happen. You could wind up only doing 5 petals because you get in a hurry, and you will have more tail to actually do something bigger like this than that. Or you may just, typically like a lot of beginners do, run out of balloon, and you can't get fancy on your tip. So if you want to get fancy on your tip, this is what you do. If you don't want to get fancy, boom. Now, what we're going to do is stuff a balloon inside of a balloon. A lot of people want to know, how do you stuff a balloon inside a balloon? Well, that's real easy. You stuff a balloon inside of a balloon. That's all you do. So, to do that, what we're going to do, you got your straw, you take the balloon, you push it inside. I have a special tool here that I created. Actually, a friend of mine created and gave me a couple. So what I do is I take the tube, take the balloon, insert it in. Boom, voila, balloon stuffed in a balloon. Now, this is where we take, woo, the castrating tool. You can find this at almost any farmer supply store. Go online, Amazon's got them all over the place. We're going to insert that in there. Boom, stretch it open, there it is, nice wide open. We're going to take the light. Now this is where I usually get somebody's hand to come over, off camera. You're gonna see this little hand come over. It's going to pull the light, and we get this little flashing light, which works out perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is stretch it open. Whoop. Goofing around too much here, and I pulled it off. So what we're going to do is stretch it open, drop it in, quick and easy. Boom. Our light's now inside. Actually, 2 balloons. Now, at this moment, I need to get the balloon down. This is where I'm going to take my pump. Just take a little air, shoot it in there. Whoa. Squeeze it up. Now, at this point, what I have is too much excess red balloon. I need to then stretch this red balloon, let some of the air out. And I'm going to stretch that red balloon and pull all that excess out. Give it a twist. So now I've created a ball inside the balloon. What I'm going to do is simply tie a knot. This is where my handy dandy scissors come in. I take the scissors. I cut off the excess. Not cutting the knot. That's the key thing. Don't cut yourself. Don't cut the knot. Snip. Boom. It's buried inside there. Now, simply going to inflate. And this is what Roger taught me decades ago, is how to create this little racer. But I again, I was too cheap. I didn't have the jelly beans or any of the candy you put inside like the jawbreakers he used, so I used a balloon inside of a balloon. Now, taking this, real easy. Attach it, just pull it in, wrap it around. That's it, folks. It's quick, it's simple, it's lighted. It's contagious to play with it. Now, do me a favor, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, click the subscribe button, click the notification button. It's that time of the day to click that. To get more videos, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you support me in all my efforts here. Again, quick, easy. It's very contagious to play with. You're going to find that adults are going to be playing with them. Teenagers are going to come out and go, I want one of those. These are the quick, easy baby rattles that I created a long time ago. My name's Dale Obrochta. You guys have a great day. And again, it's great for New Year's Eve. Bye-bye. Do me a favor. Subscribe to this channel right now. Better yet, find the bell, click on the bell, and be notified with all the new videos. Or if you're an Instagram junkie, make sure you follow me on Instagram.